Alright, YouTube, what is up? Welcome back to Brute Strength Day 87. So I had a really long training yesterday, but a really nice training. So the struggle with pull-ups continues, just trying to do my best. So I'm trying to focus on what the Italian weightlifting guy is telling me to do. Like he wants me to keep my chest up on the reps when I close the reps, but it's just I don't know what it is. The pull-ups, like it just something like feels off. And I've never talked about like this before, but I have like something with like my left like scapula, something around there in my behind around that area that makes me like pull a little bit like weird with that like shoulder. And even when I do like handstand stuff, it looks weird from that side, and I can't like totally get it like locked in as I should without getting like pain. And it's really weird because for the handstand I can hold it for over like 2 minutes, so it shouldn't be a problem. But whatever it is, it might be something that is holding me back, and maybe the key will be to work on without weight and just like slower reps. Just try to pull more vertically, because when I sent this pull up to the Italian guy, he was like, "You're doing CrossFit pull ups. You have to pull vertically and not backwards." And trust me, I'm trying to fucking pull vertically like nothing in the world I would rather do, but it's much harder said than done for me. I don't know what the problem is, like what is wrong. Like my rows are decently strong, stuff like that. Um, it's just something with pull ups, like I don't know what the hell it is, and there's nothing in the world that I would rather want than to absolutely fix the form and be able to do pull-ups with 60 kg, 50 kg for reps, stuff like that. He even said that it's impressive I can do 8 reps with 20 kg with that form. I guess maybe it is like this guy pulling like has done like 80 kilo pull-ups. So maybe it is. I have no idea. Like I probably have a good amount of muscle mass, but I have no idea like if my form is that bad that 8 reps with 20 kg becomes impressive. Like I'm not the right person to say that, because I honestly don't know a lot about like advanced techniques in terms of when it comes to pull-ups. I'm just trying to fucking pull myself up to the bar and just keep on going. That's all that I'm trying to do. But yeah, anyways, moved on to these leading lateral raises, and the tempo here is just like brutal, like absolutely insane. So I had to use 12.5 kg because I didn't want to go upstairs. Before this, I had used 12 kg for my sets. So even a half kg increase here is gonna drop like 2 to 3 reps. So I got 13 reps, and my PR before with 12 kg was 14. So definitely some improvement. And I also got 13 reps on the other arm before I then moved on to this like set with a little bit of a faster eccentric. I was actually supposed to just do like really fast eccentrics just to grind out reps. But maybe I've become so used to having a controlled tempo that like this is not even fast on the way down, even though I'm like, I want to make it fast, but I also think it's because my delts are just like dead. So I'm like, if I just like totally let it go down, I'm just gonna fly down like at way too much speed. But I would say like still I'm just feeling these an incredible amount. And we'll see in some time, like when I try like normal lateral raises again. I mean standing. I don't know what is normal and what is not normal. You can tell normal lateral raises whatever you want. Um, but when I try them standing again, hopefully will be a little bit stronger, considering I've done some actual isolation of the lats where I'm not taking any other muscles into use by cheating, by swinging the form and using a little bit of body English. So I'm also, you can see in each rep, I'm bringing the dumbbells down in front of me just to get that little bit more stretch in front of the shoulder, especially during this one variation. It's extremely important because this is more lengthened bias than the one I've done before, and I want to be able to get that benefit from stretch mediated hypertrophy, which is talked about so much, and it's definitely something that I'm thinking about in my training, but more because I want to maintain an good movement quality of my body by getting out in the end ranges all the time. I'm not training it so much because I'm like, all right, this is gonna give me more hypertrophy, but just because I think it's good to get your body out in the end ranges and really try to improve those all the time. Like I always train for movement. Like that's also why I'm like with the pull-ups. I'm a little bit like, do I want to just do like chin to bar pull-ups and work on those? Or am I more attracted to just getting a really strong chest to bar pull-ups because chin to bar pull-ups, it's just not that much range of motion. Let's be honest. Um, and the same with like dips in street lifting. I can't stand to see like dips where people are like just like rounding the back to limit how much the weight moves as they get down to 90 degrees. So their shoulders are moving maybe like 15, 20 centimeters, 20 centimeters, maybe 25, while the weight is moving like 10, 10 centimeters. And I'm like, fucking hell, man. It just looks so ugly. Like, I just don't want to train in that way. Like, there's a lot of things where I'm like, in strength, but I'm like, I don't want to participate in that kind of stuff like sumo deadlift to cut out range of motion. And I don't think like just that some people are built for sumo deadlift, they can't do conventional. Just fucking do conventional. Like it's gonna be harder no matter what, no matter who you is. I don't think that a single person where sumo is gonna be harder. Like I mean, it's just so much less range of motion. Um, like that's just my take. Like in the same case that low bar is definitely going to be harder, to be easier for I think everyone. Like I can't believe there's gonna be a single person that can't um lift more low bar because you're just gonna take in the and use the same musculature that you're using for your deadlift. And if you have a stronger deadlift, it makes sense that 100% your squat is gonna be stronger when you decide to go low bar because you're being more hinged over and your range of motion is less, even if you're going down to 90 degrees in both because you have less um, knee flexion in the like your knees don't go as far over your toes when you're doing low bar, they just stay like vertical. While if you're doing high bar, you end up with your knees moving forward, and therefore to hit 90 degrees, you need to have more knee flexion. And I just don't like to train that kind of way. I want training to look beautiful, to a big range of motion, showcase the. I like to look at my body like be like, fucking hell, like getting into this position, like that looks crazy. Like I've talked about it before. When I look at people like Clarence Kennedy train, he might not lift as much as someone like Austin Perkins or John Heck or whoever are some of the best powerlifters in the world. But the way he practices with no gear on, no belt, no knee wraps, high bar, just ass to grass, all that kind of stuff. It's just beautiful, like, and it's so much more than just strength. Getting more out of less weight is what it is. Like, you see my flat, like my good mornings as well. My flies here, like how deep I'm trying to get. That's just like to me that means so much more than just lifting the most amount of weight um, that I can possibly do. And I would much rather be able to build up to a 50 kg, let's say, shin to bar pull up than just doing like, I mean, chest to bar pull up and just doing chin to bar pull ups because it just looks so ugly. But yeah, that's just my opinion. And let me know down below if you have the same opinion. What do you think about this topic? Like, do you think the strength sports like powerlifting, weightlifting, stuff like that are as ugly as I think in terms of the way you're training the movements? Like, would it be better if you had to like squat ass to grass, conventional deadlift, like no arching on the bench press, um, chest to bar pull-ups, shoulder down in touching the bars in dip, stuff like that? What do you think? Let me know down in the comments. So yeah, with the flies for this training, I managed to get 11 reps with 22 kg. That felt really good. I was a little bit concerned about the range of motion on the right arm, which is why I tried to record from some different angles, and especially the last angle, which was like the fourth set of 5 reps. I was extremely tired at that point. Like, even though it's so many reps less than the first set, those set quickly becomes extremely hard as well, because I'm also able to like kind of choose my groove in terms of the technique. I can choose the desired technique that I want to make it harder throughout the movement. So that is something that I'm trying to do because when you're working a little bit further from failure, so if you notice that it's a little bit too easy, just slow down the reps, increase the range of motion a little bit to make it as difficult as you actually want it to be. But I could notice that I thought I was weaker on the right arm. Like, I had decent range of motion, like on both, like 100%. But I thought I was weaker on the right arm. But I can see that I'm actually getting further up, and I also like rotating a little bit and all kind of stuff when it gets hard. And it's definitely something I will be aware about. I could see that I was a little bit uneven on the bench, and that might have had something to say 100%. Like, I might not be able to like get the shoulder down like really on that right side as much, and the scapula like retracted as if I was just like placed evenly on the bench with my head in the middle, but still felt like I'm getting stronger in the flies, which is great. I felt like I could maybe do like one more rep in the top set as well, which would have been like a 2-rep PR. But I'm going to go for the 12 reps Wednesday or just the next Sunday in 6 days from now. Then I tried this, like you saw, lying curl. Actually, I also did before that I did strict curl, 16 reps with 18 kg, 23 kg, 28 kg, 33 kg, and then for 38 kg I got 13 reps, failed the 14th. And then I did those lying curls for the first time. I saw them on Bald Omniman's channel, and I was like, damn, let me just try those, like, instead of incline curls. And they're so humbling. I tried 12 kg dumbbells first, and I was like, I got like 5 reps and I couldn't do more. Then moved to 10 kg, I got like 7, and then 6. It's crazy that I jumped down like almost 20% and I can only do 2 reps more. That is wild. 20 reps I did tricep push downs, 12 reps with, no, actually 13 reps with 92 kg, aka full stack. So that is, it's 5 reps less than my PR, but it's with a slower tempo, a pause in each rep as well, probably more range of motion. So that is pretty decent, and especially considering I did triceps the day before, and I'm just getting back into the groove with these. Then I did 3 sets with 72 kg, and that was basically all for this training. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. As always, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all for the next one. I'm out.